Today I'm working on my 2007 BMW E70 X5. I've been having issues with my climate control buttons. You push them in, they kind of hold and not respond and not pop out. They're a little sticky. So this video is going to be about showing you how to disassemble your dash on your E70 X5. Take this apart, clean it up and put it back together so that all the buttons are extra clicky and no longer sticky. So step one is going to be to open your glove box door. It's probably better to just use your hand so you can get around it. Like so. You want to pull it forward and disconnect this harness here. Like so. There's another one. And lastly, one over here for the glove box door. So once you get those out of the way, we will bring our attention to the two screws right here. Now we're ready to pry this whole piece out. There you go. So now we can pull this forward and disconnect these connectors here. There's one here. Roll it back, lift out. There's one here. So depress here. Depress and pull out. Here. You gotta squeeze the sides. So then we can take this out. So these are the stubborn clips right here. Here and here. This has never been removed since new, so it's a little troublesome. And these little side clips here, they clip onto the side of the deck and whatnot back there. So you gotta watch what you're doing. It kind of grabs here, here. There's 4 places around the deck, so focus on the lower portion, these lower clips when you're prying, so that you don't snap this part right here, because it could easily break. I could see that. It's under a lot of tension. So let's bring this in the house now and start disassembling. There's actually no need to bring the whole thing. We just got to take off this ribbon cable here. So disconnect it here, squeeze the sides of it, and then lift up. Like so. And this is just clipped in at a few points. So for instance, right here. Okay, now we can leave this trim piece in the car. Now we have the actual climate control module in hand, and let's go see what we can do about the sticky buttons. So the screws to get inside here are rather small. I actually have this kit here, just a bunch of precise drivers, and it looks to be a T6. So you may not have this, just keep that in mind. You may need to get one of these mini screw sets to be able to get inside here. They all appear to be the same length. Gotta be really careful so stuff doesn't fall out that you're not expecting. Okay, so here we are on the inside. I'm sure all those buttons could fall out, so take it easy when you're tearing things apart. Here's the actual display. And here's the rubber contact. Looks like there's a bunch of stuff built in the sensor here. It's kind of gross, so I'm going to clear that out. There's a little fan that pulls in the air. I think it monitors humidity. So that's good. I don't feel any sticky. Oh yeah, I feel it. There's some stickiness here. I think a damp cloth is going to get the job done. So this is just rubber. And if we look closely, there's some sticky stuff there. Just a tiny bit, but I can rinse that under water. And we can just bring a damp cloth here to try to correct for this. See, there's something gross there. So we'll give that a wipe. I have a damp paper towel here. So that feels clean now. While we're in here, we'll give the display a quick wipe. And we'll go around to make sure there's no more stickiness. So I rinse this under some hot water. Just let that air dry. And there's a bunch of stickiness on these buttons here. It's really bad. And there's nothing electronic here at all. It's just plastic. So we're safe to just go rinse this off in the sink and let it air dry. So I'm going to do that now. Got some warm to hot water here. So the buttons don't actually fall out. You can hold it upside down. They just fall into their spot. So you can test the range of motion here. Put some soap in there. Now they're moving freely. Maybe let that dry before we put it back in. Now, I have a heat gun, but I have it on low heat, just to dry up anything that can be remaining in here before I put it together. That's feeling nice and bone dry. Bring this piece over now. Okay, that's all dry now. Now we'll lay it back into this. Let's put this back now. Okay, all the screws are back, all the buttons are springy again. What makes them springy is that rubber piece. And here's our original buttons. Get a nice positive engagement on those. And it looks nice and fresh, even the display. So we'll go back to the car now and reinstall. Alright, so I have everything back together now. Feels great. Everything's super clicky. Everything's working as it should. So, no worries there. So yeah, that will show you how to freshen up your buttons. These all feel new now. The display is nice and clean, and they have a nice tactile feedback, as they should. I actually have a couple buttons down here that have always been sticky since I got the car. If you notice, even this one's in a little bit here, the number 5. So that's going to be my next challenge, try to correct for that. But for now, this video shows you how to restore your climate control buttons should they become sticky and unresponsive or not very tactile in feel. Thanks for watching and good luck.